I'm quoting Omnidog when I say peace and love. Peace and love, everybody. What's going on, guys? It is ChubbyRay Live on a hump day Wednesday afternoon. I love it. Love it. Love it. What's going on, people? How are we? How are we? You have to excuse me, I'm a little worried today. Chester is at the vet. My dog's having problems. So, and then when I was working out, my wife had to take him to the vet. So, and it's some kind of heart issue. So I don't know. I'm getting a text. Chester's got an enlarged heart, and poor buddy. They said his enlarged heart is pushing on his trachea. He needs heart meds, and they said he needs to lose. He needs to lose weight. I don't know who's been feeding him all these treats, but I guess someone's been treating him. Someone has been feeding him treats a lot lately. So, poor Chester. That's my little. I love my buddy so much. It's heartbreaking to hear this. God. So, you have to forgive me if I'm a little off today. But what's going on, people? Let's see. I see we got some people in. I like it. Back at it. Let's go. I like it. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Thunderflash. Laconema's in saying hello. What's up, Laconema? Galendowski saying hello, everybody. DP saying what's up, everyone? What's up, Brant? Brant giving a big hello out. It goes good. How about you, DP? Oh, I see you guys are answering each other. Awesome. I love it. What's up, buddy? Raging Sloth saying, hey, what's up, Raging Sloth? Saying, hey, everyone. Dave's in. Hello, Dave. Hello, Thunderflash. Chewy Queso. What's up, brother? What's up? Hope everybody's well. MZ. Seagulls saying, what's up, everyone? How you doing, Seagulls? Hello, peeps. Sorry to hear about your dog, Ray. Yep. Yeah, little Chester. I don't know. Little Super Chester. Oh, well. Hope he gets better. He'll get better, right? I hope so. He's too young for anything serious to happen. He's only like 10 years old. He's been my buddy for a long time. He's been my buddy. Hey, Andy, what's up, brother? Sorry to hear about Chester. No more treats. How am I not going to give him treats? He loves his treats. Oh, man. He loves his treats. Oh, thanks, MZ. Good day, Andrew. Oh, I like it. Thank you. There you go. Thanks, Thunder. I'm applauding a super chat. Thank you, buddy. I'm applauding a super chat. Thanks, Thunder. You're the best. Appreciate it. Ready for another show? Of course. I love doing the show. I look forward to it every day. Panelbound Comics shipped his Invincible Omnibus today. Already had the compendiums, but I'm a sucker for an omnibus. I need I want to get my Invincible Omnibus from Adam at Crooks and Bandits Comics as soon as he could send it. You're saying Panelbound's already shipping omnibuses? That's crazy. Oh, Christina just got here. Chester has an enlarged heart that's pushing on his trachea. Which, you guys, if you were on yesterday's show, remember I picked him up and he's having breathing problems. It's his enlarged heart that's pushing on his trachea. That's what was going on. It was the show that we noticed something was up with him. Because, we noticed something was wrong because, Chester, he loves getting on camera and he loves his treats. He got on me. He was having trouble breathing. He couldn't even eat his treats when I was trying to give them to him. Oh, poor buddy. He's at the vet right now, so keep fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed for him. Los Master says, give them some blueberries. I freeze blueberries for my Frenchie and give it to her as some treats. Maybe that's a good idea. I wonder if he can eat blueberries. Yeah, because they're saying I give him too many. They're saying someone. They're not just saying me, but it could be my wife. My wife could be giving him too many treats. Ray, what does Green Arrow by Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino do? Yeah, it is nice. The Jeff Lemire Andrea Sorrentino collection is really nice. That was, when was that? Was that after that was the New 52 run, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the New 52 run. I think it was a New 52 run. I did not make him obese. He's my buddy. I love him. What's up, Mike? How are you, buddy? Brant says I had steroid injections in my back today. Oh, man, that sucks, brother. Welcome to Chubby Ray Comics Live. Thunder Doom. Hit like, smash, subscribe, and launch these videos into the stratosphere. Share them like a cosmic road bless. Thank you, Tom. Absolutely. Yeah, here's some of the New 52 books that that deluxe is based on. Here's Green Arrow, New 52 run. This was Lemire's run, Lemire and Sorrentino. And here's another one. And then this one. These were the three paperbacks. So I'll show you some art from them. It was really good art. It was very good art. Andrea Sorrentino's good. I mean, here, look at that. Really good stuff, man. This was the New 52 run, which the New 52 was more like the TV show. The New 52 run was more like the Arrow TV show than, because he didn't even have his beard or anything then. But it was different and it was cool. That's why it's cool they made a deluxe edition of it, because there wasn't enough for an omnibus. There's only 3 paperbacks. There was only 3 paperbacks, but it's still good stuff. So that's what was made into that deluxe. All right. And then we had, after that, the Benjamin Percy run started after that. Percy did volumes. He did 7, 8, and 9. He did 7, 8, and 9 of the New 52 run, and then he did all of the Rebirth run. I'm finishing up Tynion Batman Omnibus 1. Awesome. It's great. You're finishing up Ghost Stories then. So you did their Dark Designs, which is awesome. Their Dark Designs is great. Then Joker War. And then I just got your text, Tom. Damn it. And then there's Joker War and then Ghost Stories. 3 great arcs. Oh my God. Plus you had Punchline, Pennyworth, Rest in Peace. There's a bunch of great stuff. That Tynion Volume 1 is very good. Uh-oh. Carl says, what's up, gentlemen and ladies? Only here for a short time. He's only here for a short time, but a good time. I hope so, brother. Ray, what are your most anticipated omnibuses coming out this year? Well, here's off top of my head. Here's what I'm anxiously preparing for. Nightwing Volume 2 by Tom Taylor. Invincible Omnibus is going to be really interesting. Flash by Joshua Williamson, Volume 3. X-Men, the Messiah Complex. I'm with the Messiah trilogy. I think that's going to be cool because I've never read it before. And I love Ed Brubaker. I've never read any of that. So that looks awesome. And then there's New Avengers Volume 3. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to Daredevil by Ann Nocenti, Volume 2. I'm looking forward to Brand New Day, Spider-Man, Volume 3. Really excited about that. I'm ready to read that as soon as it shows up. Plus, let's see. I am looking forward to the Superman Triangle era, Volume 3. And then I'm anxiously awaiting to see what DC is going to announce in December. I think DC is announcing in April. I think DC is going to announce their trades coming out in like October, November, December, September, October, November, December. I think they're announcing that in April. So, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we're going to get a Legion of Superheroes book. Oh my God. Fingers crossed. Hello all and happy new comic book day, everybody. Oh, my wife was letting me have it about Rob. She said, because Rob won, he won all those Justice books. Okay. And then my wife packed them up, right? And then he won a book. Then he won a book last night or 2 nights ago, whatever it was. He won again. And my wife, she goes, it's another $5 if I send it separate. She goes, I'm going to have to reopen the first one and put the new book in with that in order to send it to him. And I go, she goes, you got to do something. She goes, either we're going to have to wait till an entire cavalcade of giveaways are done, or you're going to have to take people out when they win, just because there's several. And I told her, I said, listen, it's not intentional. I said, it's because I don't rig these contests. You know what I mean? I just pick a name or randomly choose someone. And Rob Hopkins, Goomba Guy, Gallandowski, and I mean, there's guys who have won several times. So my wife was let me have it. So I'll have to figure something out. I'll have to hold on to books longer. So she doesn't. If somebody wins, I have to hold on to it longer so she doesn't. So she doesn't catch on to what's going on with me. Tom sent me. I can't even say what the picture is of. It's very funny. Ray, do you enjoy the stories as well as the art in Spider-Man Michelini? Oh, yeah. I was a big fan of Michelini's writing. I liked his writing on Spider-Man. I like his writing in Iron Man. I'm just a David Michelini fan. Yeah, I was a big fan. Grubby Raccoon says, evening, has anyone taken advantage of the buy two, get one free sale happening at Target? I'm going to look at their epics. because that's how I bought my epics. I bought my epics from Target. Was it last year? In 24 or 25 is when I bought my epics. So all my epics, a lot of those are Target buys, which were buy two, get one free. Love it. Love it. And it was great. Can't wait till May 5th. Nightwing and Night in Bloodhaven Compendium 3 comes out. Oh, yeah. That's going to be awesome. No. I have a ton of. I haven't read a ton of Star Wars. I have a ton of Star Wars, which I still need to read. Happy Superman Spider-Man Day, everybody. I'm hoping they'll put out a collected edition of that, or I'm not going to get it. I really hope. Because I do want Superman Spider-Man, but, you know, I don't want to get the singles of it. Wake up, Reckless. Ray's other show, Morning Disaster, donates live. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, there was a Laconima's always in there. Laconima's a regular now. And Seagulls is in this morning. That was kind of cool. I feel weird about fans of ChubbyRay comics seeing the other Ray, which is a completely different. I mean, it is different. You know. Oh well. Would it be easier to say you're looking forward? Yes, of course. I'm looking forward to all the omnibuses. Yes. I have a sickness. Do you track what collected editions you haven't read, and how do you prioritize what you read first? Off the top of my head, there are books I have to read, okay? Because I plan my videos pretty far in advance. So I plan a video, and then I go, okay, in order to do this video, I have to read boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So I know I have to read certain things. And so the stuff I have to read is different from the stuff I just feel like reading. And then sometimes I'll be like, okay, I just finished Daredevil, whatever. And I'll look on my shows and go, what's something unopened that I want to read? And I'll go, let me start reading this. You know what I mean? So, and then other times I'll read, like I read Spider-Man Brand New Day, and then I immediately read volume 2. As soon as I finished volume 1, I immediately started volume 2. I'm the same way with Jeff Johns books. When I read Green Lantern volume 1, I started volume 2. When I finished volume 2, I started volume 3. Because they were so good. And then I did JSA volume 1. And then I'm like, I want to do JSA volume 2. And I said, no, wait. I have to wait. And then I did something else. Because, I have a sickness. I do love certain books. So, but I just randomly pick a book. I randomly pick stuff. I don't have a books to read. I have a books that I have to read because this isn't a job, but I consider it like a job. You know what I mean? I handle it, my discipline for it, I handle it like a job. Like I know I have to film videos so much in advance. And for that I have to read boom, 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 And so that's how I handle that stuff. And then the stuff that I do for fun, I just top my head, whatever. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing great and that you soon have a chance to go watch Hail Mary. I loved it almost as much as I love the novel. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see Project Hail Mary. I really want to see it. I've heard it's great. We know your thoughts on the smells of DC and Marvel Omnibus. What are your thoughts on the independent books? I wonder where they print those. I think different places. I think it's different places. I've noticed some independent books have a good stink to them and other ones don't. But the best stink of any omnibus is Marvel. Marvel's got the best stink of any omnibus. I'll tell you right now. Then Flash says, Ray, when are you doing the 4K subscriber giveaway drawing? Drawing's been done. But the video is coming out, I think, on Friday. That video is coming out on Friday. And then I'm going to announce, I'm also announcing the 5,000th giveaway at the end of the 4,000 giveaway. Like I do the giveaway, I announce the winner, and then I show what the 5,000 giveaway is going to be. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, that is coming up. That's coming up. Brant says he's like me. Can't wait to see Hail Mary. Haven't watched any previews, so I don't get spoiled. I've heard it's great. Rocket Red Countdown Liftoff. Rocket Red Countdown Liftoff. Blast into crooksandbandits.com. Use code ChubbyRay Comics for $2 off and rocket your haul like a chrome-fanged omnibus berserker on lunch break. Yes. Love it. Love it. Love it. Chewy Queso says Project Hail Mary is special. Yeah, that's awesome. I think it's awesome. Hey, Mick, what's up, brother? Look, Gallon Dawson says the same thing. He says, hey, Project Hail Mary is awesome. That makes me very happy. Slasher's back, guys. Larson's the most underrated Spider-Man artist of all time. Dude gets lost in between the greatness of McFarlane and Bagley, but he did amazing work for. I love Larson. I think Larson's. I loved McFarlane. Love him, but Larson was great. I mean, Larson was great. He was really. Let me show you guys some Larson. I'll show you some Larson. I love this stuff. Here's Eric Larson Spider-Man. All right. It's just so good. I mean, look at that. That's the first panel he did. The first panel that Eric Larson did. Awesome. I mean, look at this. Great art. It was great art. He really, his panels, the way he did panels are really good. And I think when Michelini writes his panels, the way he writes panels is cool. And the artists have a lot of fun with them. At least Michelini and Larson did. Because this was the kind of panel that McFarlane did. So Michelini got used to writing those panels. And then he would just, early on, he would write the panels just like McFarlane was doing it, excuse me. Just like McFarlane was doing it. And so Larson would would draw them like McFarlane was. So, and then as Michelini got used to working with Larson, he figured out what Larson's panel style was. And the same thing with Bagley, you know what I mean? The way they did panels were different, you know? So Bagley, Larson had to draw the kind of panels that McFarlane drew until Michelini got used to writing for him, and vice versa. When Larson left, Bagley had to draw panels like Larson for the first couple issues until Larson got used to how Bagley did it. Is there anyone in the chat who lives in Texas? Brant wants to know. I think there's several people that live in Texas. By the way, Christina says once you win, you should be ineligible for 30 days. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Raging Sloth says he's from Texas, lives in San Antonio. Dude, San Antonio is awesome. I interviewed once in San Antonio to go to work at, what was the station? I interviewed, it was a rock station. Ah, crap. I can't remember the name of it. I interviewed for a job once in San Antonio. For a guy, the guy ended up going to Miami, and then he almost hired me to go work for him in Miami. But yeah, but San Antonio is a beautiful city. Beautiful city. Does Target pack their epics well? Yeah, they were packed. They weren't as great as, they weren't packed as good as, they weren't packed as like as good as Crooks and Bandits or Panel Bound, but they were packed better than Amazon, if I remember correctly. Branson, the DFW area. My wife was born in Denton, which is up there near Dallas. The Stain is here. What's up, Stain? Here's the Stain, everybody. Here's the Stain fighting off. I have to ink this. There's the Stain fighting off the explosion. That was the explosion that was coming to kill everybody. Let me try to ink this really quick. There was the explosion, and the Stain blocked the explosion with his magic poop knife. Which was pretty cool. God bless the Stain. I'm doing a little inking of the Stain preventing the disaster in downtown Springfield. Because that's where the Stain lives, is Springfield, Illinois. This is when the Stain prevented the explosion. And he saved the lives of so many people with the magic poop knife. I've never finished this picture. I probably should. Because I always show it and you guys can't see it because, it's all pencil. So now you're starting to see a little bit of, you're starting to see a little bit of the, of what's going on. I will eventually, I'll link this whole thing eventually. I'll get it done so you guys will understand what's going on in the scene of the Stain. Raging Sauces, I think Target packs like Amazon. I don't know. I ordered so many of them. When I ordered from Amazon, I ordered so many books. It was really heavy packages. So they were packed really well, and they were packed. I had no problems. So that's how I got it. Let's see. Tom says, think you're worthy of the ChubbyRay Comics Patreon? Then prove it. This promo was banned in 3 states for unsafe hype levels, and claim your throne. ChubbyRayComics.com. Yes. Yeah, Patreon's only $1. I put the price down on Patreon to $1. Oh my God. And you guys, they're bitching about it on my other channel. They're bitching about it. The shows have not. These are two entirely different shows. One show is my morning show, which is my comedy show. That's what I consider my job, is my morning show. And then this is just my joy. This is my fun. When I get a chance to do when I do my comic show, it's pure fun. For pure fun. And so, you know, I have a Patreon. I put the price as low as possible just so we can have a special thing. And I basically did it so I can give away, because I got giveaways coming for Patreon only. And I got to keep track of everybody who's on, you know what I mean? So, because the only way you can win is to be on Patreon. So I had to keep track of it. And, but if Christina's still in, she'll tell you there are people complaining on my other show because the price of my comic Patreon is only $1 as compared to the amount of money they have to spend in my other show. Two completely different shows. Oh, well. Besides JLA Avengers, what are the best DC Marvel crossovers? The Amalgamage is pretty cool. Amalgamage is very cool. So is JLA Avengers is cool. These Superman and Spider-Man, the one that came out in the 70s is cool. Here, I'll show you. Here. This one was good. This was Superman and Spider-Man. This was from like the 70s. And this was sent to me by Adam from crooksandbandits.com, which is really nice. I love this. This is really good. I'm gonna eventually hang this on a wall. So it is very cool. Very cool comic. That one was good. Ray, I'm 3/4 of the way through Star Wars: The Thrawn trilogy. Awesome, dude. Everyone, welcome the original, never imitated for safety reason, the Stain himself. That's Steve Stanton. Steve Stanton is the Stain, you guys. We need to get. I'll bring Stain on camera one of these days. I'll put him on camera so you guys can see who the inspiration for the Stain was, because the Stain is literally based on my friend Steve. Are you getting monetized from? Yeah, I am getting monetized, but you know, I don't make a lot of money from YouTube, you know. No, but my job is the other show. You know what I mean? This is my fun. You know what I mean? I love this show. What's up, Diego? How you doing, buddy? I love it. Superman versus Hulk was awesome. Oh yeah, that was cool. And that's in. By the way, that crossover is in. You know, the omnibuses that Adam gave me to give away to you guys. That is in this omnibus, which is awesome. I think it's gonna be cool. Wonder Woman, Captain America story is good too. Yes. By the way, Brant Federico's in Laredo. Eric says, just got Superman Action Comics by Dan Jurgens omnibus. It's amazing. Have you read it? I have not read it yet. I have it. I have the paperbacks, but I have not opened the omnibus yet. I was about to start Daredevil Born Again season 2 tonight, but realized I would have to pause it to tune into your live stream. Oh, thanks, man. I love it. Ray, did you end up getting all those Red Robin trades when I heard the compendium announcement? Oh, I thought of you. Yes. Yes. I didn't get all of them, but I paid money to get those Red Robin trades. Oh man. But the compendium, I can't wait to get the compendium. By the way, Slasher says the way Larson could draw Spider-Man in those off-stance, awkward poses and actually make them look cool. Yeah, I think Larson is great. Larson is fantastic. I think he's a great artist. Even his Savage Dragon stuff's been awesome. He's been doing that for, what, 30 years? I have the 3 John's Green Lantern Omnibus and 2 Green Lantern Corps and 2 new GL compendiums. What do you think should I do to read them? There's a lot of overlap. Well, I love Jeff John. I love the omnibuses, but the compendiums are more comprehensive. There's a lot more in the compendium. A lot more. Just because volume 1 and volume 2 of the compendium is just the first omnibus. So, you know. Tom says all of Ray's exes. No, it's all my exes live in Texas. No, I don't think I have any exes in Texas. I've been married for a long time. So no. I think all my exes are in Illinois, I believe. I don't know. Because I mean, there's girls I dated from Texas, but I figure ex is only someone that you've been in a serious relationship with. And I was only in so many serious relationships before I met my wife. My wife's been from date one. I would have married my wife at the end of date 1. That's how madly I fell in love with her. Yeah. My top 5 Spider-Man artists are Eric Larson. All right, Eric's got Eric Larson 1, Mark Bagley 2, Todd McFarlane, Sarah Pichelli, and Ryan Stegman. Oh, yeah. Ryan Stegman's a great artist, man. That's why he was in my top 5 artists. In my 5 best artists, whatever that one was. Remember that, the 5 artists I can't live without, or whatever it is. He was in that list. Members that give super chat should have their name in the hopper more than once, depending on how much they give. Well, that's, no, I don't want people to have to. I figure, that's the reason that I made the price of Patreon so low. You know what I mean? I don't want to, I don't want you guys to have to pay to win anything. Someone should, members already pay like, what is it, $2 a month or whatever to be a member? Isn't it $2 or $3 to be a member? You guys are already paying something. Stegman does draw Spider-Man great. Yeah, he does. The stuff in Venom and Absolute Carnage and his Spider-Man stuff in Absolute Carnage and King in Black is great. Whenever Venom or whenever Spider-Man appears in Venom and Stegman was drawn, he drew it great. Of course, Venom's had some really good artists. By the way, Brant says his wife was born and raised in Denton. He went to University of North Texas for college and lived there for a while. Small world, yeah. Look at that. My wife was born in Denton and then grew up in Corpus Christi, so, So I've driven through Denton a couple times just to have my wife say, oh, I was born there, but we've never spent any time there. Piano Wizard says, I've had to return so many epics and trade paperbacks to Amazon because of their horrible packaging. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. If I order from Amazon, and I order from Amazon less and less, if I order from Amazon, unless it's perfect, I send it back. I am very picky. I'm very picky with my Amazon books. Excuse me, that bag of Cheez-Its is like the only thing I've eaten today. I probably should eat more, but oh well. And hi, all. Well, hi, PW. DP wants to know where Panel was. PW is based in, I think he's Florida. I think he's based in Florida. Branch says the legend, the stain is here. I love it. A federal inquiry is underway after taco-based dimensional instability. Subscribe to Comics and Tortillas before the Tacoverse captures reality. YouTube.com/@Comics and Tortillas. Excuse me. PW's in South Florida. Yeah. I love it. I think I could. Let me guess where people are from. Let me guess where people are from. By the way, hats off. Thunder just re-upped his membership. Thank you, Thunder. Thunder re-upped his membership. God bless you. And he says, who doesn't love the stain? Look at that. I'll tell you who doesn't love the stain is his girlfriend. But that's a whole other story for a whole other time. I'll let Christina tell that story. That burned the hell out of my mouth. Let's see. Crap, I have to go off to dinner. See you later during my after dinner walk. Later, PW. I think I can guess. Let me guess. I bet I can guess where a lot of people live, and I guess I'll hit it right in the head. Seagulls is in, let's see. Seagulls is in Seagulls. Where are you from? Kentucky? Is Seagulls from Kentucky? Somewhere like that? Or Tennessee? No. South Force is in Tennessee. Seagulls is in Kentucky, I believe. I don't know. Orrin. I just saw Orrin. Orrin is in South Carolina. PW is in Florida. Carl is in England. DP's from, where are you from? Wales or Ireland? DP, aren't you Wales or Ireland or somewhere like that? Hi, Chester. Hi, Chester. How are you doing? How are you, buddy? Hold on, my little buddy's here. How are you? What's going on? Hi. How's my Chester? Are you okay, buddy? Are you doing all right? Are you all right? The doctor says you're sick. Man, I'm sorry, buddy. You got an enlarged heart, don't you? You were crime fighting. Poor buddy. Poor Chester. My buddy came to see me. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see him, but I'm not sure where I have to move my camera where you guys can see him, but I want to make it so you see him, but it does not seem to be. Oh, well, I'm trying to get him to see you, Chester. I want everybody to see you. This way, you gotta come this way a little bit. Come this way so people can see you. Come this way a little bit. Come on. Come on, Bubba. There's my buddy. Yeah. There's my buddy. Here's Chester, everybody. There's Chester. His enlarged heart. Oh, well. Let's see. What do we have? I don't know where Mike's from. Tom is from Rhode Island. Let me see. Dave is from Florida. I thought you were St. Petersburg. He's south side of Tampa Bay. Well, that's close. Close. I'm pretty close. Pretty close. What's up, THX? How you doing, buddy? Gallandowski's from California. And Gallandowski wants to know what omnibus am I opening today? Marvel. I'm going to let you guys decide. I will let you guys decide what omnibus I open. All right. I will let the audience decide what book will be opened. JD is where's JD from? I don't know if I've mailed anything to JD. Myers from Indiana. No, Meyer is from Missouri or Indiana. I think he's from Indiana, right, Meyer? Indiana? I'm just guessing. I don't know why I'm guessing, but Mick is from somewhere. Mick's from, is it England? Are you from England? Mick's from somewhere in the UK, right? I think he's from England. Nick says, would have married my wife day one, too. We've been together since we were 18. They're now 37. Good for you, brother. Good for you. They hooked up when they were at 18 and got married at 25. Good for you, brother. By the way, thank you, Christina, for gifting a ChubbyRay membership. That's awesome. I'll take it. How many members am I at now? It'd be awesome to find out how many members I am at. Memberships. Are we over? All right. Question, everybody. Are we over 100 members or not? Over 100 members or not? What do you guys think? How many members are we at? That's pretty cool. Because here's the number. 104 members. Wow. That's pretty cool. God, I'm telling you. I don't know. I have no idea how in the hell we're over 100 members. That is astounding to me. Holy crap. Wow. With regards to reading, when you're reading omnibuses, where and how do you mostly read them? In the library, at the desk? The place I love reading my omnibuses most is in bed. That's where I read. When I'm in bed, I love to read an omnibus. That's where I love reading omnibuses the most. I won't read an omnibus in the living room. I'll read paperbacks and compendiums. Paperbacks, compendiums, Epic, DC Finest, all that stuff in my living room. I won't read an omnibus out there. Love it. Real K-E-Y, real K-N? Real K-N. Should we put real K-N in the... Let's get real K-N on the list. I'll have to find out anybody that I missed. Anybody that I missed, I'll have to go on. We'll have to get them in. Real K-N. Real K-N. By the way, there was a gift given away. Was it yesterday where the gift was given away? And that's the person who won. The person who won was the name I just put in. That's the first time that had happened. By the way, the funniest member moment was when Thunder gave us a super chat, and then we did an extra giveaway because he did the super chat, and he didn't win, and everybody was giving him shit because he didn't win. So I started pulling names. I started randomly pulling names. I had to pull I think I pulled 5 or 6 names, and finally I pulled Thunder. And because I was just pulling for the hell of it, it wasn't a contest, he didn't win shit. There's our Thunder, everybody. He didn't win shit. I do love when stuff like that happens. I shouldn't What I really do. Real. So there you go. Real. So you're in, real KN. Real KN. You're in, buddy. By the way, Andy's in Ohio. How often do I need to send an omnibus? If I get an omnibus from Omnibus, I have sent an omnibus back to Amazon 4 times. I have sent it back 4 times. And they have to, every time, until I get it perfect, I don't want it. Because I know when I buy from other places, it's going to come packaged. I mean, when I buy from Crooks and Bandits, Adam puts it in. He's got this bubble wrap stuff surrounding it. It's really cool. And I've had good packages. Panel Bound's got some good packaging as well. You know, cheap graphic novels, it's in like a plastic bag. And then they put the plastic bag in something. Fanaticals has like ripped up. They got ripped up paper or something. By the way, Fanaticals just sent me a book that I ordered March 1st. Finally got shipped today. So I'll give them half. That's only 20. It only took them 24 days to send it. They're getting faster. I don't mind buying trades from Amazon, but I'd never grab an omnibus from Amazon. I have, but like I said, it's got to be perfect or I send it back. Ray, what's your opinion on Thanos versus Hulk and following 6 Infinity books by Starlin that are sort of out of? I've never read that. No, never read it. I wish I had an opinion on it, but I've never read it. Thunder says, I've said where I live multiple times. Thunder, all right. Thunder is from, it's somewhere. Thunder either lives in the Midwest or the East, right? Huh. Right? DP, you don't live in you live in Minnesota. That's right. Yeah. Seagulls lives in Minnesota. You live in the same place Omnibus God lives. Yep. Or he lives in Minneapolis. You live in Minnesota, same state. Crap. Oh, thanks for the love. I'm seeing the love for Chester, guys. That's nice. Chester's a treat. I can't give him a treat. My wife said that my wife has said, by the way, Russell's in Kalamazoo. Not bad. Shout out to Christina for dropping a membership like a meteor strike and blasting one lucky chubby into full power mode. Poor baby Chester. He's such a sweet boy. Yeah, you guys, you got to keep me from giving him too many treats because he's getting so fat that his heart is enlarged and it's pressing against his trachea. Sooty Mike's from Scotland. He's from Scotland. Awesome. JD says, what part of Cali? You're in Central California, aren't you? Aren't you, Galandowski? Comics and Tortillas in Southern Cal. Andy says I should open up one of my Grant Morrison Batman books. All right. Yeah, Myers in Evansville. That's right. Yep. I knew it was Indiana. I did get Indiana. Rob is also from Indiana. Chip Christmas from California, but he's lived in Cincinnati because he's in Ohio. He's lived in Cincinnati for a decade now. By the way, Mick says I nailed it. Yes, Mick's from England. He's somewhere in Central. You're like near Manchester, right? Or is it Yorkshire? You're not on the Liverpool. You're not on the western side of England. You're somewhere near the middle. I'm guessing. All right, everybody's guessing over 100. We're at 104. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Everybody says open one of the Morrison bat. Okay. All right. Well, I will open one of them. Maybe I'll open one of the Morrison ones. Not bad. Thanks for the great content, Ray. Seems like, oh, thanks, buddy. Seems all I think about are omnibuses. Me too, man. I can't help thinking about omnibuses. Love it. Giveaway alert. If Ray plucks your name from the cosmic hopper, don't drift into the negative zone. Fire your real name and address to chubbyraycomics@gmail.com now. Yeah, so we can mail your stuff. You guys, my wife gets mad at me when I don't get addresses. My wife gets mad at me. Oh, man. So I want to make sure I got to get those addresses, guys. Every time he says something in Discord, I can't get the image of Ray on the toilet out of my head. I'm starting to love my Discord. I really do. I haven't gotten today because I've been so busy, man. Today has just been crazy. The last few days for me have been crazy. Just nonstop. And now with Chester being sick, oh my God. I'm looking, I missed some stuff in the chat today. I'll have to go back and read it all. There's a hopping chat in ChubbyRay Discord today. Everyone should be a part of the ChubbyRay Discord. It's pretty cool, guys. Love it. Yeah, I gotta read. I gotta get in there. I haven't been in there today. Thunder says he didn't win shit. Absolutely correct. Amazon needs to start using packaging. They won't. No. They just opened a Amazon warehouse in town. So I thought it would get my books quicker. It's not. No. Nope. By the way, PW says he just ordered a bunch of books from Fanaticals on February 27th, and they still haven't shipped them. Dude, I ordered a book March 1st, and they just took it from order details to shipping today. So it took that long. Thunder lives in Arizona. How did I get that so wrong? God, I thought Thunder was another Illinois or Indiana or Maryland. I don't know what I was thinking. How embarrassing. Gabrielle says, Ray, do you have any Blade in your collection? I did. I just got my first Blade book. The other day, I just got a Blade Epic collection, which is very cool. That's the first Blade book that I've got. Well, I've got Blood Hunt, but that's Blades in there, but it's not a Blade-centric book. JD says he's from New Braunfels, Texas, but now he lives near Redding, California. That's awesome. I would love to live in Texas, but I never got over there. Foulmouth Flipper lives in Australia. Just like my guest from yesterday, just like my guest on the show, Omnibus or Omnibus. Forgive me. Why am I forgetting everyone's name? No, and Aussieverse. Everyone should subscribe to Aussieverse. Subscribe to Aussieverse. I love that interview. You guys like that interview yesterday? I love that interview yesterday. And I love that guy. I'll never meet him because he's so far away, but damn, what a great guy. Really enjoyed talking to him. Thunder says maybe Ray can spend some more of his generosity on us instead of Chester. Yeah, if you guys were here, I'd give you the treats. Chester only gets a treat when you get a new subscriber. Yeah. Well, I don't think I can live with making him sick. The vet says that I'm making him morbidly obese, so oh well. Poor Chester. South Force from Tennessee. He got the new Silver Surfer Enter the Spaceway omnibus today. Way to go, brother. Good for you. Aaron says, work was a pain, but at least tonight we can watch baseball and read comics. Yes, absolutely, dude. Baseball starts. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch some baseball. Oh, it's great. Foul Mouth Flipper says, I want some kind of ASMR video where Ray just says omnibus over and over in different ways and affections. I like the way you Australians say, because you Australians say omnibus. Omnibus. It's almost omnibus. I was hearing about the omnibus yesterday. Omnibus. Ray, do you read most days? The biggest time I read is most nights. I like to read at night. I'll read out in my living room in the daytime, but at nights when I read my omnibuses. Cool Robot says, Ray, your enthusiasm got me back into comics again. Awesome, brother. Finished reading Absolute Batman Volume 1 into Volume 2, then Transformers Book 1, and then Zdarsky's Daredevil. Oh, man. You are reading some great stuff. Zdarsky's Daredevil with Marco Cacchetto art is the best art in any Daredevil book, period. There's never been better art in Daredevil than during the Zdarsky run. That art was incredible. That was it was Marco Cacchetto. His art was fantastic. Love that book. Of course, it seems that the new guy that's drawing Stephanie Phillips stuff looks like he's very good. I have my coffee so good, damn. Yeah, poor Chester was enlarged heart. Poor buddy. And he really wants some treats, but I can't give them to him. El Gazebo says, what's up, guys? How you doing, El Gazebo? I really need to get on the Discord, but the last time I tried, I couldn't get it to work properly. That was for another channel, though. Yeah, we got the Discord is, the Discord's pretty cool. By the way, I got to give my credit for the Discord. My credit for the Discord goes to, that's Laconima. Laconima set that up, and Laconima set it up. And I think Wes, is Wes I think Wes is a, I think Wes has gotten I think he's a moderator. I'm not sure. Because I don't even I can't moderate my own Discord, but Wes moderates. By the way, here we go. I want to show you. Here's some of the artwork. Here is some of the artwork that was made for the Stain. You guys want to see it? Here was some of the artwork that was made for the Stain that was sent into our Discord. All right. I'll show it to you guys. And you guys have seen the actual Stain artwork that I've done. But look at this. Here's the artwork done for the Stain. Look at that. I'll be damned. Isn't that great? It's got the Stain logo. He's got his shirt lifted up. He's got his hairy belly button. He's wearing, look, it just looks fantastic. Just looks great. Look at the Stain. It's got the different logos. And there's the Stain's villain. Oh, I just love it. By the way, I think I love the trunks. You know what I mean? And there's even stuff running down his leg, which is great. Here's the artwork of the Stain. This is, oh my God. I got to save this. This image is fantastic. I got to save this image. It's so great. That's fantastic art. I don't know. I don't even know who did the art. but it looks beautiful. That's what's on my Discord, guys. That's the cool stuff that's on there is artwork of the Stain. I love it. I don't know why I love his tights, or his trunks, but they're awesome. It's just such great. I love it. Great artwork. Damn, who did that? Do we know Laconima? Do we know who did that? That is awesome. By the way, Gazebo just became a member. Is that right? Awesome, brother. That makes me happy. Love it. Just got a new member, Gazebo. El Gazebo. Let me get him in. If he just became a member, I got to get him. Let's get him in for the drawing. Want to get you in for the drawing, brother. Let's get him in. All right. Here we go, brother. El Gazebo, you are in. Congratulations, man. It makes me happy. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the giveaway club. I love it. Members club. Laconima says, Ray, you cannot moderate because you have never gotten. I'm too stupid. I cannot moderate because I've never gotten back to him to set it up. Do we know who sent me the Stain artwork? Because I think the Stain artwork is fantastic. That is great. And I wanted to see some stuff from Carl too. He was, his artwork looked really cool. Thunder's a fan of it. I love it. I'm so glad that El Gazebo became a member. That's awesome. Who's the Stain's villain? Oh, the Stain's got some great villains. Banned in several lifetimes. Massive shout out to El Gazebo Studios for joining the ChubbyRay Comics crew. Your support powers this wild, unhinged comic chaos machine. By the way, Carl says the toilet roll paper, the toilet roll utility belt is awesome. I love it. Isn't it great? I love the Stain artwork. It's fantastic. Oh my God. That means the world to me. Oh my God. That is fantastic. Everybody's welcoming. Oh, is that from Carl? Oh, that's awesome. Laconima says he thinks it's from Carl. If that's from Carl, man, then I got to hurry up and get a script done and get it to Carl. I definitely want him to draw the Stain. It's awesome, but it's awesome. That's great. That's fantastic. Look at El Gazebo's pumped. Way to be, brother. Makes me happy. Love it. By the way, Thunder says it's from Cyclops fan. Is that a Cyclops fan, Harel? 409 is the Stain's arch nemesis. The Stain's rogue gallery is better than Spider-Man's. That's great. All right, Tom, did Tom re-up? Tom re-up for 2 months. Yeah. God bless you, Tom. That makes my day. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. I could not do this show without Tom. I love Tom. He makes doing this show a lot easier. We do have some awesome some awesome Discord stuff. I just want to get more. I want to get more. Make sure we put up the Discord link. Let's get some more people over it. I'd love it if everyone joined the Discord. because it's really a lot of fun. And it's a great way to communicate with everybody. And I'm still trying to figure this stuff out, guys. I'm sorry I'm so dumb with some things, but you know, I would say the Stain's arch enemy should be the laundryman. By the way, Mike's a new member. What's up, Mike? Awesome, brother. Mike's in. Let's get Mike in. Hold on. Let's get Mike in. Let's get Mike in for the giveaways. Mike might have to be he might be a gift card winner if he wins. All right, let me see here. There you go, Mike. You're going in, brother. You're going in. You're now in the hopper. We're adding to the hopper tonight. Look at that, Tom. We're adding to the hopper, brother. I love it. We're at over 100. You guys, we're at over 100 freaking members. Wow. That blows my mind. I didn't think I would have 10. I didn't even think 10 was possible. And now to have over 100, oh my God. It's insane. Wow. I love it. I love it, guys. It makes me so happy. Are you a chimney sweep, Mike? Chimney, chim, true. No, he's from Scotland. He's from Scotland. Did anyone decide what race should open next besides me? Well, I had several. Galendowski said the same thing. So right now, Morrison Batman is leading. I can tell how many books I'll receive damage from Amazon. Here's a tip. If it's something important, pay the extra $5 for gift wrapping. That way it goes into a fabric bag and it's protected. Thank you, Foul Flipper. Foul Flipper. I'm trying to get the Australian. You guys notice I'm trying to get the Australian accent down? I want to get it. I think Foul Flipper, he doesn't know it, but he lives near Tom Taylor. And I need Foul Flipper to go knock on Tom Taylor's door and tell him he should do an interview with ChubbyRay Comics. That would be great. That would be awesome. Welcome, Sooty Mike, where the bagpipes are screaming. The haggis is running for its life, and it could start a Bart fight with a rainbow. I love it. Awesome. Oh, Brant says I should open Tynan Volume 2. Brant, if I open that, I'll start reading it immediately. There's a reason I'm not reading. If I open Tynan Volume, if I order Tynan Volume 2, I'll start reading it immediately. And it'll throw up I gotta finish. Let me finish Green Lantern by Venditti. I'm almost done with it. And then I'll go from there. Then I will go from there. I love seeing our I do love seeing the amount of people that are joining the Discord, guys. That's awesome. I love it. Makes me happy. If James Tynan had heard even half the nice things you said about him, he would definitely want to do a show with you, right? He should. Don't you think so? If James Tynan, let me just say, if James Tynan knows who I am, he should want to do a show with me, right? Right? If James Tynan knows who ChubbyRay Comics is, he should want to do a show with me. Period. Because I'm very nice and I am such a huge fan of his. Oren says, Ray, tell us how to pronounce. It's Tynan. That's how to pronounce it. Do you want to know who told me that? James Tynan. James Tynan told me how to pronounce his name. I love James Tynan. He is, I'm telling, he's one of my top 3 writers. I love all of his superhero stuff. I love James Tynan's Batman. I think is the best thing. I think it's the best book we've seen in years. I love it. I love Something is Killing the Children. You guys, I read Exquisite Corpses. Exquisite Corpses. Oh my God. That book is phenomenal. Exquisite Corpses, Volume 1, the trade paperback, is so good. I gave it a 5-star. I loved it. Love it. I think it's fantastic. Gandazzi says Tiny Onion. The name of his company is Tiny Onion, but his name is pronounced Tynan. It's Old Irish. His name is Old Irish. It's Old Irish, where the I-O-N is un. His name is pronounced Tynan. I'm serious. That's how you pronounce. If you watch anybody who's a friend of his pronounce his name, it's Tynan. It is Tynan. And I reached out to James Tynan on Blue Sky because I'm not a stalker, but James Tynan is on Blue Sky, as am I. And I'll put comic content on there sometimes, and James Tynan's on there. And I just reached out to him. I said, James, I do a YouTube show and I talk about you quite often. And I just would like to do you the respect and honor of pronouncing your name correctly. How is it pronounced? Is it Tinian, like an onion? How is it pronounced? Is it Tinian? Like a tiny onion? He said, that's why he named his company. He goes, no, it's pronounced Tynan. T-I-E dash. And then, you know what I mean? Tynan. N-U-N. Tynan. That's how he pronounced his name. Ever since then, I've known how to pronounce it because I asked. John says, who's my other favorite? All right, here's my other current writers. Jeff Johns. I love Jeff Johns. James Tynan. Joshua Williamson. And those are my 3. Those are my top 3 right now. James Tynan, Jeff Johns, Joshua Williamson. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. Mick says, just signed up on Patreon and the Discord. Awesome, brother. It makes me so happy. Thunder, you're leaving? Thunder, we haven't even done the drawing. Thunder, we haven't done a drawing. You haven't lost yet. I'm really hoping somebody above or below. I'm hoping somebody above or below Thunder wins. I really hope so. Because then we can announce that Thunder didn't win shit. By the way, here's the 5. Let me get the 5 people in. Lewis, what do we have here? Louis 99. Davo D. Davo D 1996. Xbox by Degrees. And Phil's Nerdyverse. Those are the 5 new people that I'm putting in. All right, I'm putting them in the so we can draw tonight. I'll make sure they are eligible for tonight's prizes. Which I think is the coolest thing about. I mean, I like to get the videos early. The videos early is cool, but I do like, I do like how they can win stuff too. One, two. All right, that's four. Did I miss one? Time. Oh, party. Part-time party. All right, I didn't get part-time party. All right, let me get part-time party in. Hold on, part-time party. Wow. Oh, did we just gift more? Carl just gifted 5 more. Way to go, Carl. Love it. Oh, that's great. That's awesome, brother. By the way, Brant says, besides Dark Knight Returns, what comic is very overrated to you? Oh, I love, you know what? I love most comics. So this is a hard question for me because you guys know me. I'm such a, I know in the comic verse of YouTube, I know there's got to be people who look down on me, and I don't blame them because I'm not very critical of comics. I find the good, unless it's Frank Miller stuff. So his stuff is so, it just turns me off. It's very misogynistic. It's very, I don't know. It just, All-Star Batman and Robin, Dark Knight's Return, just terrible. The sequel to Dark Knight's Return, what was that? That was too bizarre for me too. But I don't know if a book's overrated. That's hard. That's hard for me. That is hard for me to. That's hard for me to determine. Thanks, Andy. Andy says Carl's MVP tonight. Yeah, he is. PW says 5 free memberships. That's awesome, Carl. I love it. That's fantastic. Congrats. Oh, these are 5. Okay. Oh, Gun Fanatic's in. Awesome. Gun Fanatic's in the stream all the time. So let's get Gun Fanatic in. AT&T's not, or AT&F's not going to get on me for liking or for adding Gun Fanatic, are they? Gun Fanatic, Luciano. Quiet, buddy. Luciano, Gooey or Beetle. Viz Gamer. And Emmanuel Silvera. All right. So I just got these 5 in. Congratulations. PW says, I love how you positively look at life, Ray. Don't ever change. Oh, thanks, man. I don't know. I consider myself lucky. I really do. I consider myself lucky. And I'm to a point in my life where I love doing things that make me happy. And I literally have no interest in doing anything that makes me sad or makes me mad. I'm to that point where I'm like, screw it. I just want to do things that make me happy. What makes me happy are reading. I love to read collected editions. And I love to be around good people. Somebody was talking the other day. They were talking to me about, which I thought was insane. But they asked me why I did so much stuff for Omar and near mint condition. And I said, I love Omar. I sent him an email, and he could have just thought I was some weirdo, but he reached out and we've become friends, and I'd do anything the guy asked. And they said, do you get paid? I said, no, you don't get paid. You just, you're helping out a buddy. And the person they just found that so odd. And I said, hell no. I was honored. I'm honored every time Omar asks me to do anything. I'm honored. I consider him a friend. I do it because it makes me happy. Same thing with my show I do in the morning with Christina and the Stain. I love Christina. She's my best friend. And the Stain is also my best. I mean, they're my best friends. I do a show with them every morning. I don't want to do a show with a stranger. I don't want to get angry. It makes me happy. It makes me happy that, that's what I do. This show, I now stream. I do a live stream, a live comic book stream, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I do 5 streams a week. 5 streams a week. That's what I do. That's what I do. Because it makes me happy. It makes me happy. I get joy from it. That's why I do it. I just do things now that bring me joy. Now, granted, I'm very lucky. I'm very fortunate that you guys watch the streams. Thank God. Thank God you watch the streams. And I'm fortunate enough that I was a professional broadcaster, or I am a professional broadcaster, and I have been for almost 40 years. So I'm fortunate enough that I have that going for me, but I do the stream because I love it. And I got to be honest, I said I'm a professional broadcaster, and I have worked with a ton of professional broadcasters in my life. And I'm saying this, which is crazy. It's going to sound crazy to other professional broadcasters, but trust me, it's the truth. I mentioned my friends Christina and Steve. They don't have an ounce of training. I went to college and got a degree in radio broadcasting. They never went to school for any of it. Boom. They're great broadcasters. Omar from Near Mint Condition and Sean from the Comic Pals. I'll name 2 guys off the top of my head. Never had any radio on-air experience. Never. But they're better. They're as good, if not better than I am. And I'm saying that as someone who's been, not only was I a professional broadcaster, I was a program director. I was in charge of hiring professional broadcasters, determining who is good and who's bad. Trust me, these guys are just comic book guys who do live streams. And I'm telling you, Omar has the gift. He could have definitely been, and he's like me, English. Like with me, English was not my first language, but mine was because my grandparents watched me when my mom was working. So my grandparents watched me when I was a baby. And so the first words I spoke were Spanish because my grandparents spoke Spanish. But Omar's first language is Spanish because he was born in a country that spoke Spanish. And now his English is better than mine. He's amazing. And Sean is from New York City. I'm talking, I don't know if it's Brooklyn or the Bronx or what part of New York City he's from, but he's from New York City. And he does not have that New York accent. He's got a perfect Midwestern accent. So that's why I just single them out as being great broadcasters. So they're friends of mine. I like broadcasting people like that. I'm just making an example of them. I love broadcasting with those guys because I consider them friends, and they really are great people. I love them to death. But also, they are gifted broadcasters, really gifted broadcasters. Now, Christina and Steve, well, you know, Steve sounds like a hillbilly. You know what I mean? And God bless Christina. I love her. She's very good, but but they're very good at what they do. Very good at what they do. But, it makes me happy. So I'm going to point in my life where I get to choose who the people that I do stuff with. And I choose, I can choose to do stuff like that. And I like to broadcast with people I like. Makes me happy. By the way, Rob says, I personally don't get all the hype behind Hush. How do I kick him out of this? I'm going to kick him out. Are you serious? Oh my God. Well, it's all right, buddy. Rob, your opinion, comics are subjective. For starters, let me say, comics are subjective. So yes, I'll put it that way. They are subjective. But you don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. It's fine if you don't like it. But man, I got to tell you, to me, Hush is the greatest Batman story ever written. I love Hush. I think it's so good. I think the Jim Lee art is so fantastic. The story is so good. It's just such a great story. I love it. I just think it's great. Also, not to sound like some gimme kind of person, just paranoid. How do I check my settings and make sure I'm eligible? Whatever. Are you, Oren? Are you a member, or are you on the are you on the ChubbyRay YouTube membership, or are you a Patreon member? Because if you're a Patreon member, then you're automatically eligible for the Epic collections, and if you're a YouTube member, you're eligible for the drawings. And the random, you just have to be random. Gabrielle's asking, what about Daredevil Born Again? I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it. I can't wait. Cannot wait. John says, you don't like Carrie Kelly, the best Robin ever? Carrie Kelly isn't even the best female Robin. That would be Stephanie. I thought Stephanie Brown was the best female Robin. Brent says, I'm with Ray on Dark Knight Returns. I've never understood why people like it so much, but art is subjective. So I respect it, but I just don't like it. By the way, Daredevil, yeah, DP's right. Daredevil Born Again by Frank Miller. I do like Frank Miller's Daredevil is very good. Mike says, I hate these YouTube channels that are way too critical of comics. Yeah, just enjoy it. You guys, there are some comics I don't like, but you guys have watched these streams. There's not a lot of comics I don't like. I love comics. I love the way they make me feel. They make me happy. I try to find the good in everything. I don't try to nitpick the bad. I just don't. On behalf of the new members and all of us, thank you, Carl. Even if it reduces our chances of winning, except for Goomba and Tom. People who have been on a win streak. Here's who's been on their win streak. Rob Hopkins, Goomba Guy, Galandowski, and Tom. Those are the guys who've been on the biggest win streak lately. Carl says, thanks to all of you, but it's a no-brainer. Everyone who has an interest in comics needs to be in the greatest. Oh, thanks, brother. That is awesome. TP says, Batman Year One's. Yeah, Batman Year One's great. Well, you know me. I have the DC finest of it. I have a deluxe. I have a trade paperback. I love Year One. I do love it. And it's Frank Miller. It's Frank Miller. By the way, Piano says Omar did have a really fun video short about the first omnibuses that were ever published. Yeah, Omar knows so much stuff, man. He presents it great. He presents it in a way like a professional broadcaster. Although he's not, I think his background, I'm not 100% certain on this, but his computer knowledge, it's got to be computers or IT, or you know what I mean, or something like that. It's got to be. By the way, Chewy Queso, super chat. Thanks, brother. Chewy Queso's another one from Arizona. God bless you, man. Awesome. He's currently reading Annihilation. It's epic. What's everyone's favorite event? Marvel and DC. You know what? I've never opened Annihilation. All right. This could be a possibility for me to open tonight. Chewy Queso, you got me thinking I might have to open Annihilation Conquest. I'll either open Annihilation Conquest or Grant Morrison Batman Volume 1. I'll put it open for a vote. And I'll open one. Hell yes. That's awesome. Now we're talking. Thanks, Chewy Queso. Did I get it right? But by the way, did I get it right? You're in Arizona, correct? Chewy Queso and Thunder are both in Arizona. By the way, the Long Halloween's great too. I like the art in Hush more than Tim Sale. Yeah. Tim Sale was great, but Jim Lee is an artist compared to Tim Sale. Come on. Jim Lee is the best artist. I think Jim Lee's the best artist ever. I think Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, two of the greatest artists of all time. I think they're fantastic. I also love Mark Silvestri. It's great. Eric Larson. I can name artists all night. I gotta stop. Let's see. Nice super chat, Chewy. My favorite Marvel event is probably Civil War, followed by House of M. Yeah, that's all around the same era. That's right around the early aughts 2000 when Marvel was, you know what I mean? When Marvel was fantastic, man. Marvel was so good. Tom says, Chewy Queso with the super chat action supporting the channel. I thank you so much, brother. Now, come on, though. Everyone knows Superman Year One is one of the best year ones. Oh, God. Jay Riff's reading Atlantis Attacks. All right, brother. Atlantis Attacks. I gotta. This is unopened. I've never read this. I've never read Atlantis Attacks. I read the Amazing Spider-Man issue of Atlantis Attacks, but I've never read the whole issue. There was an Amazing Spider-Man. I read that, and I read that one in singles. And I might have read the Iron Man. But yeah, I got to read this whole thing. Never read it. I'm looking forward to reading it one day. Ready to enjoy I read the Clone Saga. That's when I was getting singles. So I have read it. And I love the Clone Saga. I like the Jackal as the bad guy and the scientist who create, you know what I mean? I love the creation of Ben Reilly. I love the Ben Reilly story. Yeah, Clone Saga is really good. And I opened up Clone Saga yesterday. And I am going to read I will read Clone Saga again in Omnibus because I've never read an Omnibus. I only read the singles when they came out, and I was a big fan. I was a big fan of the Clone Saga. Have you read Spider-Man? I've never read Spider-Man Life Story. Death of Superman and Blackest Night are my favorite DC events. Here you go. Best DC event of all time. Hey, Goomba. Best DC event of all time. Infinite Crisis. I said it. Infinite Crisis, guys. I love Infinite Crisis. The best Marvel event. Boy. The best Marvel event, I don't know how you call it an event. I really like Dark Reign. I really liked Dark Reign a lot, but I'll go with Secret Invasion. But Dark Reign, Civil War, Secret Invasion, The Siege was great. Fear itself, of course, The Siege was part of Dark Reign. There was Dark Reign leading into The Siege, which was really great. And Fear itself was really good. Love it. Those are my favorite Marvel events. By the way, Federico says Spanish is also his first language. He grew up in Mexico. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know you grew up in Mexico, Federico. That's awesome. By the way, El Gazebo says, read my first Alan Scott Green Lantern trade paperback. What a great story. Did you read Alan Scott, The Green Lantern by Sheridan? That one? That's a good one. Thunder says, I'm about to read Hush for the first time. You've never read Hush, Thunder? Wow. I envy you. I actually envy you because there's a lot of twists and turns. There's a lot of twists and turns in Hush. And it is a remarkable story. Your mom's not here. You want a treat? You want half a treat? Hold on. I'm going to give Chester half a treat, guys. He seems so miserable. I know the vet said I'm not supposed to give him treats, but how can I not give him treats? He's such a cute boy. He's so cute, you guys. He's such a good boy. He deserves a treat. Hold on, Chester. Daddy's cutting. I'm cutting the treat in half. Hold on, buddy. You want a treat, Chester? You want treats? Let your daddy give you a little treat. Come on. Here you go. Want a treat? You want a treat? Good boy. Yeah. I had to give him one. I had to give him a treat, guys. Don't tell my wife. The original Secret Wars in the 80s and Infinite Crisis in the early aughts. Yeah, the original Secret Wars is interesting. But no, I think the stuff from the 2000s is the best. DP says Hush is great. Love it. Chip Krister, Craven. Tom's giving you the. That's how you get to my other page. Ray, what's your opinion on Daredevil Born Again? It's my favorite. Yeah, no, I think it's good. I like Frank Miller's Daredevil stuff. El Gazebo's from Puerto Rico. Love it, man. I've never been to Puerto Rico. I would love. You guys don't know how much I would love to go to Puerto Rico. Oh, I would love it. I would love to go to Puerto. I have been to. My family's from San Luis Potosí, Mexico, so I've been to Puerto Vallarta. I went down to Puerto Vallarta on vacation. And then I've also been to the eastern side of Mexico. I went to Playa del Carmen, and I've been to Jamaica, but I've never been to Puerto Rico. God, I'd love to go. It looks so wonderful there, man. By the way, the art carries the narrative. The cameos were cool and Hush. Yes, the art is so exquisite, so amazing. It's magnificent. It really is. Every page of Hush, especially if you get like the absolute, you could rip it out and they would all become posters. It is the Jim Lee art is so fantastic, man. So fantastic. By the way, El Gazebo says he's from Puerto Rico. Spanish is first language. Not going to lie. Sometimes it takes me a few seconds to express exactly the feeling about a comic here. Do you ever get El Gazebo? Do you ever buy any of the Panini comics? You know, Panini comics, they translate. They put out Spanish comics. So, you know, I mean, look at Gabrielle's in the chat room. Gabrielle can read comics in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. He's trilingual. Could you imagine that? I mean, I don't think I was ever bilingual. Like when I was a kid, I spoke Spanish. Then I spoke English and I stopped speaking Spanish. Until when I was like, I learned to talk when I was 2, I guess. So between 2 and 5, I spoke Spanish. I started learning English. I mean, I get English from my father when he'd be around. I was getting English at like 4.5 years old. You know what I mean? And then when we moved from Chicago to downstate Illinois, there was no Spanish. So I lost it. By the time I got to high school, I said, oh, I'm going to take Spanish. It'll be easy. Because I thought I'd remember. I was like, oh, I'll just remember Spanish. No, I didn't. I remembered, you know, I remembered milk. You know, I remembered leche. I remembered agua. You know what I mean? I remembered those little things, little household things. Also, when you're 3 years old and 4 years old, you don't have a big grasp of the language. So I had forgotten it all, and it sucks because as an adult, I was very sad that I lost it. And I told my mother, I said, why didn't you let me keep speaking Spanish? And she said, well, we moved to a place where, you know, we were the only people that spoke Spanish. So we had to learn English. And my mom knew it. My mom was born in Chicago, and her parents spoke Spanish, but my mother spoke English. And my mother doesn't even have much of a Chicago accent, even though she grew up there and everything. She's got a very good Midwestern accent. And my mom is pretty smart. So she was like, well, when we moved to a town that didn't speak English, I thought it would be great to have your kids not speak it. But in hindsight, I wish I would have. I wish I knew it. My favorite has been, and always, the original Secret Wars is what got me into comics big time in the 80s in the UK. The original Secret Wars was cool because of the whole concept of all these heroes being just taken from Earth and put on this weird planet. You know what I mean? All of and they end up, and they somehow put themselves in different modes instead of all living together. I thought that was interesting. And I thought, who was the Molecule Man, when they show how powerful he was, and Dr. Doom, you know, there was a lot of soap opera like elements in Secret Wars. Because that was what wasn't that Jim Shooter that did that? That were pretty cool. Of course, Jim Shooter knows those soap opera like elements, because that's what made the Legion of Superheroes so big. And it was him putting those. Gabriel says, I'm talking about the comic. Yeah, I was talking about the comic too. Yeah. I love it when Ray throws out "How dare you?" Cracks me up. I throw out a lot of "How dare yous," guys. By the way, today, here's from Tom. Today is the 10-year anniversary of the film Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. I loved that movie, Dawn of Justice. Batman versus Superman was one of my favorites of all time. I love that. Orange says, I don't understand how people think Daredevil Born Again is good. Well, it was dramatic. It wasn't great, but I mean, it was good. Of course, it was good. It's not as great as some people say, but he turned Karen Page into a heroin addict, a porn star actress who sold Daredevil's secret identity for drugs. Yes. That was pretty dramatic, though. Pretty dramatic. And it was a lot of drama. And I'll tell you, a lot of comics did not deal with drama like that. Hey, Ray, when they come out with DC Finest Death of Superman, will you buy it? You know the answer to that. By the way, time and time again collects the whole first half of the Triangle era. Mm-hmm. Mick Moore says, I'm a defender of Batman versus Justice, Dawn of Justice, except Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah, I loved Batman versus Superman. I thought it was great. I find older YouTubers way more critical of modern current comics. So refreshing to see you. No, with me, this is just how I am, guys. If you ask me what's my favorite era of comics, I'll always say current era. I always say current era because I love the most recent stuff. I love it. I just love it. I think the best stuff coming out of all time is the stuff coming out now. I've always think that. Even though I've said the stuff from the early aughts Marvel is fantastic. But overall, I'd say the stuff coming out right now is the best. I love it. Especially, by the way, especially the stuff from DC Comics. DC Comics is on a major roll. I love it. And I can't wait. For Joshua Williamson's Legion of Superheroes to come out. I don't know when it's coming, but I can't wait. Of course, I love Joshua Williamson. He's fantastic. Love it. Catfish says it's a stacked week. Yes, it is. Stacked week. Russell says you did your DC tour today. You should unwrap a DC omnibus. Oh yeah. All right. Let me give you the choices. We gotta start doing giveaways anyways. We'll get the time. All right. Here's our choices, guys. Here's the choices. I'll let you guys pick. Books I'm gonna unwrap. Batman by Grant Morrison, Volume 1 is one of them. Annihilation Conquest, number 2. Which one should I unwrap? Gabrielle says, do you consider Dark Reign an event? Yeah, I do. I think that's why I said it's my favorite event. I love Dark Reign. By the way, the director cut is the only way to watch Batman versus Superman. Yes, it makes more sense because there's an explanation. There's more explanation of things that is not in the regular theatrical version. They explain why. Superman didn't see the bomb. I'm reading X-Men Blue and Gold, but not enjoying it as much as I thought. The art is jarring for me. I was getting that whole Blue and Gold stuff. I was getting it all in singles, and it was just so good because Jim Lee was so good. Man, I cannot tell everybody how happy I am to have Ray do these live shows. Oh, thanks, man. During my afternoon after dinner walks. Thanks, PW. It's very nice of you to say. Comments like that make my day. I got an email today from Jose. Sent me an email. It was such a nice email. Comments like that from PW, emails from Jose. God, stuff like that makes my day. Really does. By the way, South Forest says I get event fatigue very easily. God, I loved Norman Osborn trying to get everyone's. I love Dark Reign. I thought it was great. I really, really enjoyed it. Crisis put up Dark Reign Companion on the near mint condition Tiger Eyes poll. I got to tell you, I thought that was brilliant. I really, really, I thought that was unbelievable. I would love to see that. That's why I picked that in my omnibuses. Let me see here. I'm going to get to the votes. I want to get to the votes. I'm going to fast forward, guys. See what you guys pick so I figure out which one to open up. LP says, Ray, don't give him a treat. I'm sorry. I'm weak. I gave him a treat, guys. I didn't give him a whole treat. I gave him a little. I just gave him a little piece of one. He deserves it. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's his daddy's good boy. Let's see. I love it. Xbox by Degrees, who's a new member, by the way. Xbox by Degrees, you were gifted a membership. I read the first Green Arrow by Percy. Oh my God, they need to make an omnibus. Yes, right? Isn't it fantastic? You guys, I love Benjamin Percy's Green Arrow run. It's fantastic. Let me get fast forward so I can see what you guys pick. I didn't realize I was so far behind. All right. Batman by Morrison, Annihilation Conquest, Batman by Morrison, 3 for Morrison, 4 for Morrison, 5 for Morrison, 3 for Annihilation, 6 for Morrison, 7 for Morrison, 8 for Batman, 9 for Batman, 10 for Batman. Okay, we got a winner. All right. Annihilation Conquest probably smells better. You could tell that was printed in China. Let's go to Grant Morrison, Batman Volume 1. This has Batman and Son and other great books. And Batman R.I.P. other great books in it. All right, I've got my dainty little queen scissors. Whoa, glorious. All right, here we go. Oh, I do love you guys. I get such a. I know I'm a nerd. I know I am, but I get such a kick out of opening omnibuses. Oh my God! Listen, the reason that I wait to open them, is because I get to use my scissors and I do it on air, and I just love it. I don't want to just rip a bunch open. People ask all the time, why do I have unopened omnibuses? Well, it's because, oh, yes, here we go. It's because I enjoy opening them right before I read them. All right, let's see how this spine is. Well, it feels like a loose spine already. Nope, it's not loose. Well, I'll tell you, the DC books, the spines are. There we go. Now we're starting to get some loosening up. Now it's loosening up a little bit. The spines are the books are just better. There we go. Oh, yes. We're loosening up. The art in this book is so good, man. Andy Kubert. Oh my God, who are the other? Who else is? Tony Danielle, Andy Kubert, Keith Giffen, Giuseppe Camicoli, Joe Bennett, Ryan Benjamin. God, there's so many great artists. So many great artists, guys. The Grant Morrison run is very good. Very good. And it's quick reads. It's not that thick. The Batman by Morrison. That's what we opened up. Thanks, guys. All right, let's get to some giveaways. Let's see what we got today. And by the way, we got members giveaways. Oh, what the hell? Hold on. I'm going to open up Annihilation Conquest too. Hold on. Because now I really want to smell it. Go my dainty scissors. Ooh, yeah. I'm going to open this omnibus up, buddy. By the way, I'm hoping that Sean from Comic Pals will join me. I'm hoping Sean will join me on the next roundtable. I really thought Omnibus was a great episode yesterday. And if you didn't watch it, I highly recommend. Oh, this is a good China. This is good toxic ink smell. God bless. God bless them. God bless. God bless America. Hold on. Let me give it a good smell, guys. Oh. I'm getting a little shiver. This is what the stain must do when he gets it onto this. Oh my God. I gotta read the Annihilation Conquest. Because I'm looking at the book. It looks great. Cannot wait to read it. Oh, love it. Oh, you hear the pages separating. Oh, yes. Oh, the Christmas. I love it. I love it. Can't wait. I just cannot wait. Annihilation Conquest. Thanks, Chewy Queso, for the suggestion. I love it. Okay, guys. Let's get to our giveaways. What do we have here? Giveaway. Our giveaways. I'm giving this away because the person, I did not get a reply back. So we're going to give away History of the DC Universe. Again, the person who won it did not get me their address. If I don't get the address, guys, you know what I mean? I can't send the books. I can't send the books if I don't get the address. All right? By the way, we still need, let's see, I got Chris's address. I got to get that sent out. I got to get Day Day. Day Day's been an O-show. I gotta get Day Day. Give me his stuff so I can send him a book. I can't get his email address though. I'll have to ask OmniDog. All right. Giveaways. This is thick, man. This is thick. The Batman Future State. This is written by John Ridley. Very good book. Future State Batman. Written by John Ridley, a movie maker. Doing a comic. Love it. We'll give this one away. And we'll give History of the DC Universe away. This is Marv Wolfman and George Perez's History of the DC Universe. All right, who's making the pick? LP, which one are we giving away first? And is it going to be random or member? History of the DC Universe or Batman Future State? What's it going to be, Gallandowski? Or IP? I'm sorry, LP. LP, you decide. Which one are we doing and how will we give it away? What is it going to be, LP? LP makes the decision. I'm waiting for him to comment. Tom, if you're ready, I know I'm ready. I know the hopper's ready. Random Future State. All right, Tom, we're doing first book is random. It's Future State. Future State random. All right. Tom, I will count down to 0. That's when you start counting. You start counting, and then you text me. When you text me, I will stop scrolling, and the person that I land on when I stop scrolling will be the winner. First, I will confirm it's you, and I have to do that because I've been getting several text messages today. And oh, Adam texted me from Crooks and Bandits. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, that is nice. He just sent me a picture. Adam just sent me a picture of a little sneak peek of his collection. We're going to have Adam on so he can show us a tour of his personal collection room. I can't wait. Oh, love it. That is fantastic. All right, this is not appreciated. I don't know who that's from, but it is not appreciated. I have no idea who sent that. It's let's see. It's from a 623 area code. From the 623. I don't know who that 623 area code is. I don't know who that 623 area code is, but your picture is not appreciated. All right. Tom, let's go, buddy. You got to be ready to count it down. This is for Future State Batman. All right. 3, 2, 1. Tom, make it above 20, above 25, underneath 100. All right. I'm starting by scrolling down. By the way, we put all the new members' names in. By the way, we still got 20 minutes left of the show because we got super chats. So we're going to go a little longer. So we might do more than, well, I was just going to do 2 giveaways, but we might do more. Who knows? All right. I'm all the way to the bottom. Now I'm scrolling back up. Until Tom texts. Until he texts. Let's see. Got text. It says, but wait. Sponsors bolted. Signal dying. The clock hits 0. Alarm screaming. And one unhinged soul is about to claim a prize. So chaotic, the station may cut off mid broadcast. The winner is South Force. South Force wins Batman Future State. Congratulations. Now, South Force wins. Let's see who's around South Force. On top of South Force is LP. LP, you didn't win shit. Underneath South Force is Tom. And Tom, you didn't win shit. Congratulations, South Force. You are the winner. All right. Let's get a member giveaway. Member giveaway for history of the DC. This is Marv Wolfman, George Perez. These are from the 80s or 90s when they did these. These are very rare, hard to find. I've got them both. You win both of these, all right? You win both. Hold on, let me put South Force name. All right, South Force name is on the book. Okay, guys, here we go. Member drawing. Hey, Chester. I'm really rolling it around. Uh-oh. Somebody just fell out. But they're not a winner. They're just going to the side. I'll read who they are as a not winner. All right. Let's see. All right. You be good, Chester. You be good, buddy. You be good, buddy. You be good. You be a good boy. Are you okay? Are you all right, buddy? Hold on, guys. Let me check Chester. You're a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Okay, here we go. Thunderflash! He finally won! Thunderflash won. Sorry it's subdued, but I'm worried about Chester. Okay, buddy? Are you all right? Come on. Are you a good boy? Just sit down. Get in the cool. Get some cool. Come on, there we go. Good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Here, let me give you a little piece. Here we go. Okay. Sit down. Sit down, good boy. Sit down. You're getting hot. You're not supposed to get hot. Sorry, buddy. I'm dealing with my dog. Thunderflash. Congratulations, brother. Thunderflash went. Is Thunderflash calling it rigged? Catfish says now it's rigged. I'm sorry, my dog was a really bad time for Chester to have it's a really bad time for him to have a little conniption. All right, Thunder. You're in, brother. Should we do another one should we do another giveaway, Tom? What do you think? I've got some really cool books to give away, but they're very, very rare. They are very, very rare. I mean, oh yeah. Here's who fell out. Phil's Nerdyverse. Phil's Nerdyverse is brand new, right? He's a new guy. Sorry, Phil, you fell out, brother. I'll put you back in. You're going back in. Okay, let me show you. All right. These as giveaways go. This is a hell of a collection. Runaways, Volume 1. Volume 2. Volume 3. Volume 4. Volume 5. These are amazing. I could put all these up on eBay and sell them for God knows how much. I did be Mitch. Yeah, buddy. I could put them up on eBay and I don't know how much I can get for them. Or I could individually give them away. Oh, and volume 6. So I've got, this is the entire collection of Runaways. The entire collection. Crannibal says I should sell them on eBay. Maybe I should just listen. So this is a possibility. All right. I've also got Bagged Death of Superman. This is Superman number 75, The Death of Superman. It's bagged. This is Adventures of Superman 500. This is the white bagged Superman. These are bagged. Bagged Supermans. That's another possibility. All right. I've also got another New History of the DC Universe hardcover, and I have another Batman and Robin hardcover. Oh wait, I just spilled all my pens. I just spilled all my art supplies, guys. Hold on. I spilled the pencils for the stain. And I've got another Batman and Robin Year 1 hardcover. But this is it. This is the last of my Batman and Robin because I only had 3. I gave one away yesterday. And I have Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes trade paperback. I'm putting the potential giveaways here. I'm just going through to see what we got. I've got Patreon giveaways, Crisis on Infinite Earths, and Epic Collection books. And then we have All New X-Men by Brian Michael Bendis, Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is an amazing gift. All right. And I have Marvel Studios Werewolf by Night. This is hardcover. This is a $60 book. Holy crap. Plus, I have Jeff Johns' Avengers run in trade paperback, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I have X-Men Hidden Years Omnibus. X-Force Omnibus Volume 1. That's a 5,000. Plus, I have Immortal Hulk Omnibus Volume 3. Immortal Hulk Omnibus Volume 2. The Immortal Iron Fist by Ed Brubaker, Volume 1. This is fantastic. JLA World Without Grown-Ups. JLA World Without Grown-Ups, Number 2. That's what started Young Justice, right? Plus, I have Green Lantern Ganthet's Tale. These are all potential giveaways. Plus, I have, all right. Plus, I have Marvel Universe versus the Avengers. And this is something that's very cool. Hero Illustrated from 1993. Hero Illustrated, which was a comics magazine in 1993. It's sealed. It's sealed, but it seems like it's been ripped. It seems like the bottom's been ripped out of it. Yeah, the bottom's been ripped out of it. By the way, it's really nice. It's never been out of this package, but you know. Okay, guys, what should I give away? Piano Wizard says, are these still giveaway options or are you just bragging? No, these are potential. These are all my potential giveaways. Carl, you taking off? All right, brother. Much love to you, Carl. You're the best. He says these are giveaways, but he seems like he's bragging. No, it might seem like I'm bragging. I'm just trying to figure out what to give away. With a smidge of bragging. Just a smidge of it. Just a smidge. B. Mitch says Hulk and Bendis combo. All new X-Men for a random. Let's see. Let's do are we going to do random or member first? Let's do Immortal Hulk Volume 2. Immortal Hulk. This is Al Ewing. This is, I think Tom won. Tom won the last one we gave away. It's a good book. Immortal Hulk Volume 2 hardcover. This is the deluxe. Look at this art. Holy crap. Yeah, this is fantastic. All right, Immortal Hulk Volume 2. First giveaway. And then we'll do, I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be the omnibuses. I'm going to save the omnibuses. We'll save the omnibuses for an anniversary show or for something big. You know what I mean? And maybe we'll give away one of the Bendis, maybe. Maybe we'll give away one of the Bendis all new X-Men. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think you should definitely give away whichever book I might win. That's the one. Thank you, LP. When Omar does the DC polls, you're going to make a video on? Of course. Yes, of course. I love it. Yeah, of course. I'm as big a DC geek as I am. Are you kidding? In fact, when they do the show, when they do the live show for the near mint condition DC poll, if it's going to be on the same time as one of my streams, I'm going to move my stream to earlier so I could watch it, because I literally love watching those near mint condition streams. I'm such a fan. I'm such a fan of them. I love watching them. I'm such a geek. DP says Batman and Robin year one rammed him. Well, I just gave that one away yesterday, right? I minimized the chat to deal with something. I didn't realize it was a few minutes behind for a bit. Whoops. Did Thunder see that he won? Anybody? Did Thunder see that he won? Did Thunder even make a comment that he won? I do find it cool that he actually won. Thunder. All right, let's go. Let's go with Hulk Volume 2. Tom, random or member for Hulk Volume 2? Random or member? What do you think, brother? What are we doing? That coffee's good. Random or member, Hulk Volume 2? What is Tom saying? Random. Oh, random. Okay. All right, we're going to do random. Hulk Volume 2 is going to be random. All right, brother. Get ready, everybody. So Thunder can win. He won the member giveaway. So he can win. He can win this one too. You never know. You never know, guys. You never know. You never know how it's going to work out. All right. Tom, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Whenever Tom messages me, that's when we will do the drawing. Whenever Tom messages me. It's going to be awesome. Scrolling down. Scrolling up. Tom says, now, all right, and the winning prize goes to drumroll, smokes machines, lasers, Ray sweating in the control booth. And now let's see who didn't win a damn thing. Step right up, folks. Gather around for the parade of the unfortunate, the festival of better luck next time, the hall of nope, the star of you didn't win shit. The winner is definitely Russell Dow is the winner. Russell Dow, you're the winner. Russell, you win. First loser. First loser under Russell is Christina. You didn't win shit. Second loser on top of Russell, DP. You didn't win shit. Congratulations, Russell Dow. Russell, you were the winner, brother. You are the winner. Send me an email. ChubbyRayComics@gmail.com. And Russell, we will send Hulk, Immortal Hulk, Volume 2 hardcover to you, brother. That's awesome. All right. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. Look at that. He says he's happy. I like it. I like it when you guys are happy. Russell says, awesome. I'll send my address. I'm in Michigan. That's awesome, buddy. By the way, Brant says the comment padding didn't work out too well, DP. Well, no, DP wasn't DP. Didn't he win? You didn't win shit twice. That's pretty good. I should give an award to the person who wins. I should give an award to the person who wins. You didn't win shit more often. By the way, Thunder says, congratulations, everyone, and me. Although it's still rigged. You are unbelievable. You SOB, Thunder. Yeah. Is that, well, it's 7:30, guys. That's about it. We should wrap her up. Let's wrap it up till tomorrow. Or no, till Friday. Next show Friday. But listen, guys, make sure to check the page because I might, depending on how Chester is, but I wanted to surprise my wife and take her to the movies to go see Project Hail Mary. And I was thinking maybe I could take her Friday night, which means I would move the how dare you? Whoever keeps sending this, how dare you? If I do that, I'm going to move my show to the earlier afternoon. So I'll move my show up to around, 2 or 3, and then I can take my wife to the movies afterwards. That'll be Friday. But I will let you guys know. Is that Thunder? Thunder, are you the one sending me that? God damn it. All right, you guys. Thank you. So I had a lot of fun tonight, guys. And thank you. I needed to have fun because I am worried about I'm worried about Chester. He just looks miserable. I'm worried about him and his his heart's a problem, Hey, ChubbyRay, I never write anything here in your podcast often while playing World of Warcraft. Awesome. I just want to say thank you for your positive energy. Thank you so much. And that you provide us comic knowledge. Oh, Mez, thanks, man. That means the world. Thank you. I love it. Gallandowski says no more treats. I know. Gallandowski, I know, but I love him too much. It hurts to not give him treats. It hurts to not give him treats. Have a great night, everybody. Mez, good luck with World of Warcraft, brother. I got to take good care of Chester. Thank you, Cranable. You're awesome. You guys are awesome. Thanks for making me feel better. We have a show Friday. That'll be the next show. Will be Friday. Love you all. Have a great night, everybody. And check out. I'm doing, by the way, tomorrow is, and members will get it tonight. Tomorrow is my DC paperbacks. That's the video that's coming out is DC paperbacks, which is kind of cool, right? So you'll see DC paperbacks. Then I'm doing the winner of the 4,000 giveaway. And then I'm debating whether or not I'm going to do Marvel omnibuses on the weekend or beginning of next week. I'm still trying to figure it out. All right. So we're trying to figure it out. You guys are great. I will talk to you next show, which will either be Friday afternoon or regular time Friday. One of those two. Good night, everyone. Rob wants you to know he didn't win shit. But by the way, Christina's saying that I should give a 30-day. Christina says I should do a 30-day thing, or at least like a 10-day something, you know what I mean? Where you can't win for so many days. That's not a bad idea. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Have a great night. So long, everybody. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much.